There's one more that I see, and then whatever other ones that we get. So everyone in the chat, you guys are encouraged to ask more questions. But this one says, do you envision changes to the visa situation if the administration changes after the November elections?
Good question. I think, I guess there's a couple of nuances there. And I think that maybe the really important one is kind of what we've already said, is that as long as COVID presents a problem, I don't think any administration is going to be free or is going to have a situation where the optics of changing the current situation make a lot of sense. And that's just a personal opinion. I have no affirmative basis for that. But I think it's difficult. It'd be difficult for new administration to argue that if we're all still wearing masks and we're all social distancing and there's 20 million Americans still unemployed, that those visa bans should just be completely scrapped come January 22nd. That's not saying that won't happen. That easily could happen. But I think that would be a tough sell in a young administration on the public. So now with that said, again, we are having really good success with these exemptions and with the NIEs and dealing with the consulates and CBP. And so, while there's been a very firm front on the travel bans, I think here recently, I'm not going to say they've relaxed, because that's definitely not true, but there are very clear means to navigate these bans in a way that ultimately doesn't change the outcome in terms of being able to enter the U.S. So I think maybe the most practical thing is, could a new administration further relax those? I think maybe that's the most, I'm not going to say likely, but maybe the most practical way to navigate these issues of making sure key employees, business owners, investors, traders can all get into the U.S. and do the crucial business that we need you all to do. So I think maybe that's the best way to look at that. Now, in terms of a larger immigration structure, I think there's so many policy considerations there that and that really falls to Congress to fix, and whether, regardless of the outcome of the election, whether there's going to be the political capital to do that, I think remains to be seen. As you may know, the NIA or the INA, the Immigration and Naturalization Act is quite old. It's, I think, well over a century old, maybe 19 teens-ish. And so it is, I think, in immigration community view, due for an update. But as to whether that will happen or not, I'm not sure.